All right. Here we are, Gary.
All right, we're
All
here.
right.
And of course, we had that 45 seconds, and I'm still
You're still
trying to
diddling
figure
around,
this
trying to
thing
figure
out.
out.
Yeah.
Welcome to Live Out Loud podcast, the show where the points don't matter. And no, that's the wrong show.
I know that.
There we are. All right, welcome to Live Out Loud podcast with Scott and Gary. I want to thank everybody for joining in. Lynn,
I'm
Scott.
I'm Gary.
There we go. I'm sorry.
How can we start the
got
show
a new
without
system.
that?
No, look at this. Lynn is already on with us, and she's already shared a comment. And look at what we can do. If I click there, see her comment comes up with a little picture of her.
Oh, look at that.
So
there we go.
we see what's going on. Guys, this is a new system that we're on, so there might be a few hiccups here and there, but we're hoping we're going to be able to do well with it.
And that means the excuses come up immediately.
Yes, exactly.
That's not me, is it?
That was me.
Oh, okay.
That was me. All right.
Hello, Lynn.
Okay, so Tammy's on.
Tammy's on.
There we go. Put Tammy up there. How come her Facebook picture is got more you in it than her? It's just, that's just
I
wrong.
don't think
That is
so.
wrong. Okay.
How come I don't see Tammy on here?
You will. You
Okay.
will eventually. All right.
Hi, Tammy.
So here we are. We are back. We've
That's
got a
my
lot of
temptation.
new stuff coming for Live
My
Out Loud.
temptation.
The first thing, and Gary doesn't even know this yet. This
That's
is your
my
temptation.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's get that out there.
I did go out and see Gary play on Wednesday night at Galuppi's. And are you guys going to be there this week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Wednesday nights at Galuppi's.
I won't be.
You
I
won't
won't be there this Wednesday, but still go see the guys.
Where are you going to be?
I am going to be at Tennessee at Tammy's niece's or cousin, her wedding.
You're going to a wedding?
Tammy and I are flying out.
You've got the tuxedo
on Wednesday.
You got the tuxedo to wear. That one you wore on Halloween.
Oh yeah,
I dare you to wear that outfit. You were like the nerd. And anyway, so you're going to a
Tammy
wedding.
looked great, didn't she?
I
Hi, Janet.
love that you're going to a wedding with Tammy because you need to suffer.
Yeah, weddings.
Are you
Weddings.
DJing or performing or doing anything?
No, I'm just going there. The person who's getting married is a performer. She does play guitar and sing. But going to a wedding. And
In Tennessee.
and we're going to be gone for the 3 days. But Saturday,
May 8th.
May 8th, when we get back, May 8th at Galuppi's Anthology.
Now, Anthology is kind of like a classic rock tribute thing.
British
right?
Invasion.
It is British Invasion. Which is
yeah.
classic rock, pretty much.
Yeah. It's very
there's
classic.
just no British Invasion anymore. Nobody comes here from Britain anymore.
It is major classic.
They all stopped
rock.
coming in around 1978. Nobody coming over here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last band that came. Oh, actually, I guess we got some more people coming over from.
So would ABBA count?
Something.
So you could do Dancing Queen.
Something. We could do Dancing Queen because occasionally we have Lucille come up on stage and she sings.
It's Tom's wife.
That's Tom's girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
Tom's girlfriend. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tom. Didn't mean to put the pressure on you.
Sorry, Lucille. We didn't mean to put the pressure on you.
If you like it, then you better put a ring on it. Okay. So
Make her happy. All right.
So Gary will not be there, but
she can do ABBA.
the Fab 2 will still be there on Wednesday at Galuppi's.
That's right.
Then next Saturday night, a week from today, Anthology. And that's you. Who else is in there? John Tillman? Tom is in there?
Tom is in there.
Who else you got?
Who I call Beetle Tom. Then we have Beetle Paul Boyson.
Okay.
Paul Boyson. And Drummer Joe.
Oh, Drummer Joe.
Drummer Joe. I don't know
That's
Joe's
his-
last name.
That's your whole name there, pal. You would put that's when your parents name you Drummer Joe, you're pretty much pigeonholed into one career path, right?
That's right. That's right.
All right. So
And if you don't wear a T-shirt with your last name on it, then I won't remember it. Except for yours, Jones.
Yeah,
I mean,
my
who?
name. You know my name. So the other good news is that very shortly, our product line will be launched again, Gary.
Oh, no kidding.
The store is coming back, the LOL store, but this is something a little bit different. Certainly, we're going to have Live Out Loud wear. We're going to have hats and T-shirts and sweatshirts and things like that. Maybe even some frisbees or something. I don't know. Do people even play with frisbees anymore?
Yeah.
Do they
Yeah,
really?
They do.
Because I mean, there used to be frisbee was the big thing back in the day, and now it's like nobody plays frisbee anymore.
People do play Frisbee. It's just most of the time with their dogs.
That's okay. All right. But I would just I think frisbee should come back. I'm not getting the responses I thought I would get on here, so I'm not sure what's going on. But we're just going to keep this going. And,
What
it's all
responses were
good.
you looking for?
It's all good. Well, looks like we don't have anybody on. We've got some people on over there, though, right?
Yeah, we got. Well, that's what I was just doing. I was
All right,
texting a
there we
couple
go.
of people to try to get them
All right.
on.
Karen Hurley's on. Karen Hurley.
Karen Hurley,
Yes.
the one of the greatest women of all time.
She is the alpha to our omegas. She helps us with
She
everything. She is the co-founder of ATC, the one of the founders of LOL Productions with Gary and I. Just so many different things that we do together. But all of it is about spreading good messages and getting people help for addiction. If people want to get involved and help other people, maybe get trained as an interventionist or learn more about what you can do to help others, get a hold of us at Addiction Training Center. If you know somebody who's got an addiction problem and they need some help and you're not sure what to do and you don't know who to turn to, give us a call here at Addiction Training Center. If you simply want some questions answered, we're here for you. Now, when you make that call, you'll be talking to Karen, and Karen, the number's on your screen now, 786-514-0893, or you can go to addictiontrainingcenter.com. But when you talk to Karen, you're talking to somebody who's got years of experience and a lot of information about addiction. And that is why we're doing this show, is because we want people to know there's a better way to live without having to suffer through addiction. You can be clean and sober and have a great life, a lot of fun.
Yep.
I'm out listening to bands and with Gary, and I'm doing my own music again, and I got all these great things happening in my life, and I got great friends, and I love what I do every day when I get up, and it's all because I'm sober. Because when I was drinking and when that beast had me, the addiction, the alcoholism had me, I had no shot at happiness, no shot at a good life,
Right.
and
you knew it.
Everybody deserves that shot,
Right. And you knew it. You knew it. That you knew that life was passing before you, and you don't even see it, and that you're miserable, and you have this problem, and you just keep drinking and drinking and drinking, and even though you know that life is passing before you, it continues. Well, you can get help.
By the way, I just got a message from Lynn, who is our kind of adjunct producer at this point, helping us out with this new system. If you are listening to this podcast or watching it right now live and you want us to see your comments, you have to give StreamYard permission to post the comments, or else we won't see them. So take a look at that. Take a look, and if there's a place where you can allow them to do that, then please. But give their permission. Give them permission so that they can. So that we can see your comments and have more interaction with you. I know it's a little cumbersome right now, but this is the way we're going to be doing things from now on. So get used to it.
Get used to it. Yeah, how mean that was. Get used to it.
So we're going to have products. We're going to have LOL shirts and everything else. I want people to buy them this time. We're going to make them very affordable. We're also having gay pride shirts, and we're going to have Protect the Animal products, for protecting animals and things like that. And there's a few other things that we're going to be doing out there
I want to have a Peep shirt
to support people. If there's and there's going to be a whole line of music wear that's about music in your soul. And it's going to be a whole line of that stuff.
That's nice.
Yes.
So, help us out here, get some shirts, and the proceeds go to.
Oh yeah. I don't know. They go in my pocket. I
You-
don't know why you're looking at me.
You're doing the show with me,
No,
aren't you?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I got lost. A portion of the proceeds, portion of the profits go to helping people get into addiction or find sober living after addiction, because a lot of people are destitute and they need more support. And that's really what we want to do. So we also have a nonprofit agency that we work with that will probably process through there. So it'll be a nonprofit donation as well. So we're working that out. It'll be out very soon, somewhere in the next 3 to 4 weeks. We will have our new Live Out Loud production store.
Yeah, you see, a lot of people, once they go to treatment, they go to treatment, and then once they leave treatment, they don't know where to go, or they don't have the money to go to a sober living house.
Yeah, exactly.
So this helps.
Exactly. So that's what we're doing. We'll make sure that everybody's on there. Jennifer, thanks for joining us. And everybody. Now,
Paul's supposed to join us. Paul is the bass player for Anthology, and I just texted him. See, I'm texting people as we're talking to let them know that we are on now. So everybody else do that too. Everybody that's home right now and watching us, text people, say, turn on Live Out Loud podcast on Facebook.
So the two new things that we're going to have coming out is the store, and we're going to have what's called LOL Pop-Up. And that means Gary and I can get together in the studio every other week and we can do the full show. That's fine. But we're busy, and he lives up in a different place than I live. And, I'm not allowed to go where he lives because I'm not old enough. But I'm kidding.
No,
You have to know how to play pickleball to get into his neighborhood.
That's right. Instead of playing with your pickle.
Which
is what you do.
If you told me that before, I wouldn't have had that embarrassing moment at the guard gate. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. They're not sure what they should put the handcuffs on, but they okay.
They just didn't want to touch your hands.
So since we are in different locations and Gary's always out playing and sometimes he's across the state, we're going to be doing LOL pop-up shows, which would be like 15 or 20-minute shows anytime it strikes us. And sometimes it might be Gary and I playing some music together, and I'll be down in my house, he'll be up in his house, and we have this new system. We have a new way to do this. We're putting it together now. So look out, because you might see LOL pop-ups at any time.
Look out.
Look out.
Look out.
I'm telling you. So anyway, digging the new system. Again, thank you, Lynn. Couldn't do enough without you. Paul has joined in now. So good. We got a bass player on, so now we can get some rhythm going. You need a bass player for the rhythm.
That's part of the rhythm section.
That's
the bass player is the beef of the rhythm section.
If you could only play one instrument, what would it be?
I'm dying to say skin flute, but no.
No. We should be doing this like at 11 o'clock at night.
We've been talking about that since the Century Village thing.
Yeah.
If I could play one instrument that I don't play now.
No, even if you play it now, but if you only have one instrument that you could play for the rest of your life, what instrument would be the one you'd want to play, whether you play it now or not?
That's a rough one.
See, for me, I'd say piano.
I would say piano.
I think piano, because you can do, in fact, I encourage anybody who wants to get involved in music, if you're going to learn music, learn some piano basics before anything else, because I think that really has the key to all other instruments. And whether you're playing harmonica, guitar, even drums, there's a percussive action when you're playing piano about hitting the keys and the rhythm and stuff like that. So I think piano translates more to every other instrument, and it probably encompasses more musically than any other instrument.
Right. But I think guitar would be my answer, because you can't strap a piano on your back and take it on the bus.
You'd have to have one of those
those
little kids Fisher Price pianos.
Yeah, right. Schroeder's
ding, ding, ding.
Schroeder's piano.
That's true.
That, right.
That's true. It's hard to squeeze a baby grand into the back of an Uber.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think guitar would be my answer.
That's a good.
All those huge kazoos that we got that one time when we went to Dave & Buster's, that was a great instrument.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So Lynn is, after our last comment, she's asking Who's being real and raw now? Remember we talked
Who
about her
said
show,
that?
Real Lynn. That was Lynn from her show. Yeah, I guess we were being a little bit real and raw there. So anyway, keyboards. Yeah, absolutely. That's my thing. The reason we're doing the show today, though.
I tried to watch, but it wouldn't let me get to the podcast.
Where
Susan? That's my sister. Oh,
your sister's trying to watch it.
yeah.
She can go on our YouTube. She can go on our Facebook, Live Out Loud Podcast on Facebook. It should be available. Listen, there's always going to be little bugs when we're doing this thing. Stay with us.
Yeah.
You know it's worth it. You
But
know it's
that
worth it.
is, that's kind of interesting.
Paul says there's only one answer to the instrument question, and that's bass.
I think the vocal instrument, the voice instrument is.
There is absolutely no doubt that Paul's a little bit biased in that.
Yeah.
Or should I say bassist in that?
Bassist. Very good. That was
Gary,
funny.
we got together today because I want to talk about people. And I was going to call the show People Are Stupid, but I didn't want to offend the stupid people. So I just say the stupid things that people do. Okay. So we'll assume that I'm just calling people stupid for the rest of the show, and you can be offended all you want, but we do stupid things. And I'm included in that. I'm the guy who was walking through the store one day and bumped into a mannequin.
And said, "Excuse me."
I said, "Excuse me."
right there.
But it gets worse. Because then I realized it wasn't a real person, and I said, "I'm sorry."
I'm sorry. Right.
Why do we do what we do? And this came to me the other day. Now, we know a lot of people that talk like a lot with their hands.
Yeah.
You don't do it that much. You sing with your hands a lot.
Oh, well, I have my Bob Fosse fingers.
Yes.
So with the longer hand.
Jazz hands.
My jazz hands.
Jazz
I
hands.
like my jazz hands.
So, but everybody talks with their hands. It's, whether you're Italian or Jewish or anybody. I mean, there's people that talk with their hands because it creates more of an expressive moment. Why?
Like he just did.
Why?
That expressive moment.
Why, when you are on the Bluetooth, the phone in your car, and you are alone, do you still talk with your hands? I pulled up to a stoplight the other day, and in Florida, your stoplights are long enough to read War and Peace, have dinner, and nap.
Yeah.
But I pull up to the stoplight. I look, and my favorite thing to do is look in the rearview mirror and watch the people behind me because it's like watching TV, right?
Is that your favorite thing to do?
It's my favorite thing because you're either
What
going
a
to get somebody.
shallow life
You either
we
got
have.
somebody who's singing, somebody who looks miserable, or you got a booger picker, right? Something's going on back there. And I look back, and this guy was talking on his cell phone, and his hands were going a mile a minute.
Mm-hmm.
He's flying like this. I was so enthralled by it. I looked and I found some classical music on my radio. It looked like he was directing. It was so funny. But
Yep.
why do we talk with our hands when we're alone?
It's like it's a little bit of added enthusiasm, added conviction to what you're saying because and you could be Italian.
Well,
If you're Italian, Italians really talk with their hands big time.
Where does that come from? Is there some reasoning behind that?
I don't know. It's because they're very expressive.
Right. And I guess just words aren't enough. Your words aren't enough. You need to bring them out.
Just like that.
See, living alone, I found myself
he
talking to
is-
myself a lot. And I've actually gestured talking to myself. I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing, you moron?" And I'm talking to myself, but I'm gesturing too. So
Do you give yourself the finger?
I don't. Yes, right up there. But it's funny what we do. We don't even think about
That
this,
is funny.
how silly that is. That we would talk with our hands when we're talking to nobody,
Mm-hmm.
or we're talking to somebody, but they can't see us.
Yeah.
It's like calling somebody and doing sign language.
Well, it's also hitting yourself in the head once you do something stupid. It's like, oh, what did I do that for?
Yeah.
Is that going to knock sense into you? Is that going to make you realize that the next? Oh, I better not do that again. I'll hit myself in the head.
We just.
I'll end up hitting myself in the head. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, the hell with that. Just give yourself a hard knock with a fist. Just punch yourself. Punch yourself.
Put a nail in your finger. Here's another stupid thing that some people do.
All right.
I'm watching a guy in a store. He's got gloves on, right? And he's pushing the cart and he's picking the things up off of the shelf. He's got a whole cart full of stuff, and then he got a call or something like that, or he was going to text somebody. So he takes off his glove and he puts it in his mouth, bites it to hold on to his glove while he texts. So he's got the gloves on for protection, but when he went to make a text, he took the glove off and put it in his mouth. He just, did that, and then he texted, which I thought was just brilliant. Hey, Jacob.
Susan is on. That's your sister, right?
Oh, yeah, Susan. Oh, she got on. Good.
Yeah, she got on. And Joe Bryant is on. Joe, he's from the Beachcomber Rehab.
Hey, Joe. All right.
I made the mistake of saying it was in Boynton the other day. It's actually on the line of Boynton and Delray, so it's more in Delray. But the Beachcomber Rehab, 45 years. They just celebrated 45 years of helping people.
Wow.
They started in 1976.
That's great because there's a lot of treatment centers that last a couple of months.
Yeah, and this is family owned. Joe's father ran it.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's running it now, and his son is working at it. So I mean, there's this generational thing, and God bless them for keep doing things the right way. This is a more of a boutique rehab. It's like I think 18 people is the max or something, but it's. I was talking to one of the clients there the other day, and he goes, this feels like more of a retreat and a kind of a Zen retreat than it does rehab.
Oh,
and I'm like, that's really good. That's exactly, where you can sit and think with yourself and decide what you want your life to be. And that's great. So Joe, hats off to you. We applaud you, buddy. Thanks for joining us here today.
Congratulations on 45 years.
45 years. Wow. 1976 it started. What were you doing in 1976?
1976, I was supposed to be graduating, but I was already out of school and on the road.
Oh, you dropped out to go on the road?
Yeah. Well, I dropped out. My parents split up, and one went one way and one went the other way. And at 15 years old, I had to think of something to do. So I joined a band.
You dropped out of school, so they split up? You caused that?
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
I'm sorry. Let's start some therapy now.
I'm going to be quiet the whole rest of the show.
I'm kidding.
No, I caused my parents. No. Listen, Jacob says that the reason that you talk with your hands, I hate to keep jumping to different subjects, but this is half the story is in the hands.
Yeah.
It's like what I'm doing right now.
Exactly.
Because you got to do something with your hands a lot of times, if you imagine, just grab the arms of the chair. Okay.
All right.
For the rest of the show.
No,
for the rest of the
can't.
show, and then try to talk.
I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
It's uncomfortable already.
You need your hands.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See that?
Yes. Now, Gary, we all know Gary. If you've ever seen Gary play loud or play live,
I play
loud. If you've ever seen that, you've seen he does these jazz hand gestures, like boom. He just throws the hands out like that. And it works with the music and everything. However, what you may not know is that Gary is a brilliant dancer.
Oh,
people may not know that. So here's what we're going to do.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to show you.
I saw you videoing this, and I am in
This was last Wednesday at Galuppi's, and this was Gary doing his thing. Just like Davy Jones. In fact, it looked exactly like that. Very good, Gary.
As a matter of fact, Tammy loves that, and that's why I do that. I look like an idiot like that because
you had a whole row of women, like 4 or 5 of them,
trying to do that.
Now, were you doing it because they were doing it, or were they doing it because you were doing it?
They were doing it because I did it one time, and then every time we do Daydream Believer now, I have to do that because there's a line of Tammy. There's Lucille, Natalie, who great cake baker. They all come up there to try to do that Davy Jones, Axl Rose dance.
You know who else is good at that dance? The Brady Bunch.
Yeah,
Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. They did the whole thing. Now, so they'll do whatever you do. You got your ladies up there, because I was going to say next time take your shirt off.
and then they'll all disappear.
Then they'll all take their shirts off and
all disappear.
and then we'll really have some entertainment. Let me tell you right now. Yeah. Galuppies wouldn't be big enough for that.
It depends on what it looks like under the shirt.
Joe Bryan says, was that dancing or stomping ants?
Oh my God,
Joe, that was so rude.
Tim just saw that dance. Tim
Phelps, nice
Tim
moves, he
Hey,
says.
let me tell you something. Tim Phelps, I got so much admiration for him. This is one of the guys I know. I mean, he is just the guy is full of enthusiasm. He's a really intelligent. He's a funny guy. This is one of my favorite people of all time. He's I think he's Tammy's nephew.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is he
'Cause
local?
I can't keep track of their.
Is he local?
As a matter of fact, you met him. We did a podcast for Dr. Phone Fix, which is now Techie,
Yes.
which is and Tim was the guy that we interviewed. And they had sponsored us for a little while, which they still, as you can see, he's on right now.
Excellent.
But Tim, you the man.
You the man.
You the man.
You the man. All right. So,
But I can't believe you saw that dance. Now I will never.
no, dude, that was
live it
awesome.
down.
That was awesome.
I'll never live that.
That was awesome. The ability you have, I got to tell you right now, you're my hero. The ability you have to go on stage and just
Look like an asshole.
that is, I swear to God, that is not what I was going to say. But yes, no, that's not it. It's about you deliver this joy with no reservation. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes, you make mistakes or you look silly, but you just deliver this joy to people. And that's why people come out to see you. You're a great singer. You're a great musician, and all your friends are just excellent. You guys got like a really great group of people who would all show up for each other and play. It's so nice. But Gary, when you're the front man and you're out there, you just really feed off of the audience and give back so much to them. And I applaud you for that, brother, because
thank you.
You can't help but feel good when you're sitting there and watching Gary play. And Gary keeps saying, well, you got to come up on stage and play with. I'm not quite there yet. I just started playing again.
Yeah,
I'm putting my music out there.
He's putting his music out there.
I'm doing things, just trying to do my right thing. Okay, we've got I don't even know how to say that name. Joachim?
Wow.
Howdy from hell in Norway.
Hell in
Paradise on Earth. So we've got somebody in Norway watching us.
Wow. John, my brother, finally came on.
Yep. Better late than never, he says.
Better late than never.
Okay, so back to the stupid people thing. I'm going to tell you, you want to find stupid people?
Hello, David. David's back on, who watches every show.
Oh, David? Yes. Good,
David
good.
All right. Stupid people. Okay. Things that not stupid people, stupid things that people do.
Yes.
Okay.
Subtitled stupid people. I don't want to be offensive, but I'm hoping the people who are stupid just won't quite
that
get
has
it.
never
They
stopped
won't get
you.
it.
Don't give me that I don't want to be offensive thing. He'll be offensive and then he'll go, oop, is that too much? Or come up with a reason that, it was okay to say it, but, maybe I shouldn't have said it.
See, my problem is my conscience runs on a 48-hour delay.
Yeah, I could tell that because you just showed that dance of mine.
I say shit, then on Tuesday I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, like show that dance of mine. Okay.
So, yeah, come on, you loved it.
Oh, man.
You loved it. But now we can show anything we want with this new system. Thanks again, Lynn, our hero. So you want to find stupid things people do. I want you to stop and you can still go to Burger King or go to Subway, get a sandwich or get something and go park your ass in a Lowe's parking lot and just watch the front door. And if you sit there for a half hour, maybe you might have to wait 35 minutes. You will see somebody come out of the store with a purchase that is way too big to put into their compact car.
Oh, okay.
It happens every time. I've seen people come out with like stoves and washing machines and try to put it in the back of a little Prius.
A Prius expands,
Oh.
man. Let me tell you something. If you put a Prius in, if you go to put something in a Prius, the Prius will see you coming and expand. I know this. You're picking on my Prius.
It's
but
a smart car.
Prius expands. I have gotten so much stuff in my Prius. So let's pick another car. Like
A Chevy Sonic.
yeah, how about that? Okay.
One of those
A
smart
Fiat.
cars. One of those smart cars.
Yeah,
or,
right.
or a Mini Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
But Inevitably, it always happens. You know, somebody even might have a big thing, but they're trying to put a 12-foot plank into a trunk that'll hold about a 4-foot item.
Right.
You know, and then they got this thing sticking out, 38 feet behind the car. They put a little red tag on it saying, "Oh, this will help."
That'll help, right? Or they stand there with their hands on their hips, thinking that if I put my hands on my hips, I might have a great idea. A great idea might just come up to me.
I mean, come on. We've all done it. I actually went and bought a bicycle one time.
Mm-hmm.
This was a couple years ago. I think I bought it for, I don't know if I bought it for Therese or Tara or Cordy or whoever I bought it for, but I went to the store. I bought this bicycle and I realized I was in the wrong car to bring it home. This bicycle, it was all assembled. It wouldn't fit in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way to do it.
Did
So I had to go back, get another car, then go back and, because I got 12 cars.
You should have. Yeah, you got 12 cars, and
11 of them are Matchbox.
They're all on this one car. He's got 12 cars. He's got a piece from this car on the fender, a piece from that car on the steering wheel, a piece from that car. He's got pieces of cars. The only reason he's got 12 cars is because they're all pieces on this one car that he's got. I got to say hello to Scarlett and Santino, my nephew and niece.
Yeah, they said they're listening too. So that's good. Yeah, so that's always fun. You know what? We're going to call my car from now on just Franken car.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
It.
It's covered with dead with other pieces of dead cars.
And it actually was because they went to a You Pull It. You Pull It is where like a junkyard where you can go in and take things off cars, like mechanics can take things off. Then you on your way out, you pay the guy for whatever you buy. That's always usually cheap and stuff, but you got to go get it yourself. That's like grave robbing. I mean, that's really what it is.
Exactly.
It's like going into a cemetery saying, "I just need a right foot."
And when he drives by junkyards in his car, you can hear the other junkyards go, "Look at that."
See you soon. See you soon. Gary, what size shoe do you have?
It says, "Isn't that a piece of Thelma?" Thelma's on that car.
Mother, is that you? Is that your bumper, Mother?
looks like your handle, Papa. Okay, here's another crazy thing that somebody will do.
Well, before you do that,
yes.
What size shoe do you wear?
10 and a half, 11.
You wear 11?
Yeah.
I got a pair of shoes for you.
Oh, do you?
I ordered these shoes. I'm just going to do that quick because I want to get this out. Forget. I ordered shoes that are great. They're boots. They're black boots. They're a high good brand, and it's got military logo on the side with stars. It looks like that John Lennon shirt that you wear, the black John Lennon shirt.
Oh, cool!
It would match that perfectly. I ordered these shoes for me, and I got excited because I got home the other day and I opened the box, and I got 2 left shoes.
Oh, so you're going to give them to me?
No, wait.
Oh,
wait.
okay.
One was a 10 and a half, which is what I wear. One was an 11. But they're 2 left shoes. So I got to hold it.
That sucks.
I've always been told I dance like I have 2 left feet, but I didn't think anybody would take it that far, really. I mean, seriously. But so I contacted the seller, and they says, and I said, listen, send me the other 10 and a half. I'll send you this 11. They go, you know what? You've been so nice. We're going to send you the 2 right shoes. For both of them. Now I got 2 pairs, so 1 pair is for you and 1 pair is for me. We're going to be shoe buddies.
Oh, how nice.
We are going to be shoe buddies.
So we're going to have to do this show upside down next time.
Yes. I got some underwear too, just like that story.
Well,
it only came with 1 leg, so I had to send the other.
Well, those I don't want.
All right, go ahead. What do you got?
How nice. How nice. That's great.
Yeah.
Noticed that he said he got in touch with those people, the seller, and he says that was part of the New York thing. So he says. So, oh no, it wasn't. He says. Yeah, he says. So he says. He says.
So he says.
Yeah, right. Okay, that was a brief pause where my mind just threw out the window. Okay, and that's a very small window we have. Okay, I saw a gentleman fixing a chainsaw. And when he was fixing it, he put it between his legs.
Oh,
that guy must be nuts.
Oh. God, is he a moil at least? Did he know what he was doing down there?
He was nuts.
Wow.
Okay, no pun intended.
Chainsaw works, but just call me Judy from now on.
Yeah, right, man. Yeah, the castration cow. I was talking about the guy that put the glove in his mouth
Yeah.
earlier. I saw another person that same day wearing gloves, eating chips.
That's
With the glove
gross.
I mean, that's just
What kind of gloves?
the rubber gloves.
Oh,
Rubber gloves. Taking chips out of. John said Soul Brothers. We will be Soul Brothers.
Oh, there we go.
SOLE. Now, John would be a great guest on this show.
David says that's where they went. I guess he got the right shoes. Well, David, you and I could go out, walk side by side. It won't look weird now. Joe Bryan brought something up. He says, worst thing I ever did. My wife explained some TV show to me that I hated. And I told her, you just wasted 10 minutes of my life. I'll never get it back. He was in the doghouse for a week. It was the dumbest thing he could ever say. You don't ever tell a woman that a story of hers wasted you 10 minutes.
Oh,
you don't ever do that, Joe.
That's
his
like,
wife, man.
Yeah, no. That's like saying that you look heavy in that dress.
Oh, no. Does this dress make my ass look fat? No, it's the ass underneath that makes your ass look fat. The dress got nothing to do with it.
Hey, listen,
the dress is screaming for mercy.
I taped a fishing show over our wedding video. No, you don't want to do that.
Oh, well, didn't work out for me. I just wanted to see somebody get a good catch. Oh, but it is acceptable to tape over your wedding video with the Super Bowl. That is acceptable in the guy code. That is acceptable. The women don't like it, but it is acceptable in guy code. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah. And then while you're looking for another place to live, you can watch the Super Bowl once you get there.
I was driving here and I saw two homeless guys hitting each other with cardboard. It was a pillow fight.
See, that's what I was talking about earlier,
wrong?
Right?
Was that wrong? Was that wrong?
Right. Here's something else. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do people do things like lay down on the ground, put a golf tee in their mouth, put a ball on it, and then see if somebody can hit the ball off of the tee that they're holding in their mouth? Why do people do things like that? That's just
it's suicidal.
Crazy.
That's like that Jackass stuff on TV.
Yeah.
That's which I don't understand why. I mean, you want stupidity. Just half the television shows are full of stupidity now.
Yeah.
But you watch these Jackass shows. No, but I don't get that either.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it. Let the guys from Jackass do it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah, they're already brain damaged.
And they always put that thing on the front, the disclaimer saying, "Do not do."
Yeah.
What you're saying these people did.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't practice these things at home.
But the minute you tell somebody not to do something, guess what they want to do?
Do it.
They want to do it.
They want to do it.
They want to do it. You tell somebody the plate is hot, waiter. Hey,
Yeah.
don't touch it. The plate's
Don't
hot.
touch it. Immediately you're going to touch it.
It could be one of those big fajita plates, the fajitas.
Fajitas.
Yes, those two.
No,
And it could come over and it's on that cast iron thing, and it's still sizzling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could see it spurting and splattering. And he puts it in front. He says, "Don't touch it." And then I have to touch it. If he didn't say that, I wouldn't touch it.
Can't see how
But
hot
he
it is.
challenges me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He challenges me. Don't challenge me. Don't ever tell me I can't do something. I will want to do it.
Every Mexican plate is hot.
It really is.
Every time that they put, no matter what it is, with its fajitas.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Or whatever it is that you order in a Mexican restaurant, they bring the plate out and they say, "Don't touch the plate; it's hot."
Right.
Why are all the plates hot?
Because they're sexy. I don't know.
It
was wrong. It was
I would rather just say
wrong direction.
Yeah,
Well,
I would rather just say that was a hypothetical.
It was a
question.
hypothetical.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
There's no answer needed for that.
It was a rhetorical question.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so
where are we?
stupid people. I don't know. I'm totally lost in all of this.
You
now.
have more.
I never had to worry about this. No, I was, this is kind of getting into some other areas about, but have you ever had somebody say, make yourself at home?
Yes.
You go to somebody's house and they say, make yourself at home.
Uh-huh.
You want to have some fun? Next time they do that,
Uh-huh.
next time you show up, they say, make yourself at home. My house is your house. Throw them out. Tell them, great, I don't like visitors. Just get out of my house then.
Yeah, right.
What the hell you doing here? Throw them out.
That's funny. Or just take your pants off and put your feet up on the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fart.
Take your pants off.
If somebody says make yourself at home, fart.
Get naked, sit in a leather recliner. That'll stop them from inviting you over again. Kind of give it the little shimmy too. All right. So one of the things I'm doing now, just to update everybody, because we're 40 minutes in, we got to get to some curiosity, some other things.
That's right.
But one of the things I'm doing now is I'm trying to spend more time with music, spend more time with friends, get out a little bit more,
Right.
do some more things. And it's really helping me a lot. I've started changing my diet as well.
Good.
So I'm eating
good,
mostly
good.
sounds. I have decided, I looked in the mirror, I've decided the only way I'm ever going to get a smoking hot body is when I'm cremated. That's pretty much as close as I'm going to get to a smoking hot body. But I just want something that's not gross. Okay. So that's what I'm working on now. Things have changed drastically. My daughter is deciding to go get some help. So I know some
That's
people were
good.
concerned about how my daughter's, she's decided she's going to get some help. So that's a good sign. There's some
Well
good things
done,
going
Cordy.
on there.
Well done.
Yes. But again, this is all about just living your best life, being the best you can be. And I'll tell you what, if you like this, we have our studio here. This is the Live Out Loud Studios, Live Out Loud Production Studios. If somebody wants to start a podcast or learn how to do a podcast or anything like that, why don't you talk to Gary and I? We can come in, we'll set you up, we'll get you doing your own podcasts and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll make it very affordable. You guys can come in and we'll teach you a little bit. That's all going to be part of the LOL services that we're providing. And of course, we're putting programs together so we can bring more music, more creative arts into treatment programs, to lighten people's spirit.
Mhm.
Because there's nothing like getting sober and then being bored, because that's bad.
Or just bringing the anxiety down. Because if you're in a treatment center, it kind of cuts you off a little bit. But that is part of the treatment process. Cuts you off. So this is a way of communicating, having a connection with somebody who's home waiting for you to come out. These creative ways of staying in contact instead of a text message.
Yeah, exactly. And so if you are in the process of recovery, if you are in recovery and you're struggling, find something to do, find some hobbies, find some fun things, light your life up, put some music in your life. Get a bunch of people and go out and listen to some music or do something. There's always something great you could be doing. There really is.
Yep.
If you're bored, it's because you choose to be bored. That's the truth.
Yeah, there are so many creative things that you can do.
Yeah. I mean, there's times when I'm like, I sit in my house and I'm like, God, I'm a little bored. I start to say it. Then I immediately stop myself. I'm like, you've got a list of about 30 things that can be done right now.
Right.
Get up off your ass and go do them.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't get up off your ass and stop complaining.
Right. Or go swimming, play word games, take out. I mean, you have a smartphone and you could do all kinds of things to take your mind off of that thought of, I want to use. I'm bored.
Of course. Edie's letting us know you can paint too. And so Edie, absolutely right. She gave us a great portrait. We've got a new painting behind us today, and it blends into our wall. It's up here. It blends into the wall. Gary, where are you going?
That's all right.
Okay.
I'm still here. Watch. I'm gonna do something that is just.
He's going to do something. They can't hear you. So
They can't hear me.
no,
Okay.
spin it around.
I'm going to do something that is just the cardinal sin in broadcasting.
Okay. It's just, I have no idea where you're going. Oh, he went to go get the painting. All right. So this painting behind us was done by my mom, Sandy, and she did this for us. And she did this guitar.
That's
with
walking
the
in front of
colors.
the camera.
And she painted it like with brick wall background. So when we hang it on our brick wall, it blends in so well. It's beautiful. I love it. And of course, Edie gave us this one before. and she was on a show with us one day, and she says, "I think I'm just going to paint you guys," and she did it, and we appreciate that, Edie. And you're absolutely right. Find some way to entertain yourself.
And we're finding a permanent spot for that. I think that's really great, Edie. And if anybody wants some kind of caricature, I think you should get in touch with Edie Polly.
Yeah, another way for boredom, if you're having problems, go out, and Lynn is sharing with us, find a course, find some hobbies. But,
That's gorgeous. That
do you
really
love
is.
that, right?
I do. I mean, that's really good.
I love that.
I really do.
Painting.
I really
the painting.
love it.
But yeah, get a course. I mean, everybody always says, I want to get more education, or I want to do this, or I want to try something. Go out and do it. The truth is, education right now, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars. You can get certified. You can get certified through ATC for, well under $300, well under, closer to $200 in most cases. We can run specials and stuff. You can get certified, and you can learn a whole lot about communication. You can learn about NLP. You can learn about de-escalation. Find hobbies. All of that stuff is out there for you. So make sure you guys go out and do something. John has shared, go for a walk, take a sniff of the pines. Sniff the pines, not
Sniff
the lines.
Not the
Sniff
lines.
the pines, not the lines.
That's what I'm
John, that
telling
was
you.
brilliant.
My
John,
brother
that was
would
brilliant.
be great on this show.
That was great. Well, you know what? With this new format, guess what? We could start having guests on our show.
That's right. That's right.
We could
John.
start having guests on our show. And we're very, 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 Edie says she loves the painting that my mom did. She loves the blend. So appreciate that. So anyway, there's so many things you can be doing, and that's why we're always here for you guys, is because I know for a fact, Gary and I met because we have a passion for spreading, not just helping people with recovery, but just helping people to just fulfill their lives and have fun.
Yeah.
And we have a passion for that. And that's why Gary's always on stage. I mean, I've rarely heard you say no to when you're offered a chance. It's not because you want to be on stage as much as it's part of who you are to share all that, right?
Right.
So, and we always appreciate that. And it's always good that he does it, except for when it's Christmas and he leaves after being there for 5 minutes and he says, I got a gig I got to go to. I know it happened 2 years ago, but I haven't let go of it yet.
No, you haven't. You haven't. Even Karen.
He came just long enough to get his presents, and then he left. That's what it did. That's what happened.
But yeah, and you know what my present was? I don't even remember. He says, "Go get a goofy present."
Yeah, it was
And
gag gifts.
I
Gag
think
gifts.
Gag gifts, which is
Did I get you the People of Walmart calendar?
yes,
That's
the
what it
People
was.
of Walmart calendar. That's what I got.
That's
what
really
I got.
scary shit.
And I
right
think
there.
that's one of the reasons I left. No, I was saving a guy that had a gig that night, and his partner got sick. So
he left because he was embarrassed because it was his picture on June. No, I'm
because it
kidding.
was what?
Your picture on June for the People of Walmart calendar.
Oh, yeah.
So he left before anybody else could see it.
I think what I gave him was an autographed picture of my cat.
Oh, I think it was a remote controlled poop.
A remote control poop.
I think it was, or something like that.
A remote control poop.
Yeah, it was something. I don't know what it was. Anyway,
That would be it. I don't remember that.
just going to remind everybody one last time that if you or somebody you care about has a problem with addiction, then you need to give us a call at 786-514-0893. 786-514-0893. It's the Addiction Training Center. You'll talk to Karen. And if you need some help with somebody, or like I said, if you want to get involved and learn more about addiction, become certified, get your credentials. And this is all NADAC certified education. Please get a hold of us. Get online now. The course is completely online. You take it at your leisure, and it's not about the course being hard to pass, but it's about giving you as much information as possible. And we really enjoy getting that message out there and getting more people. The only way we're going to change this addiction epidemic is by getting everyone involved. People can't ignore it anymore. People are dying in the streets. We can't have that anymore.
It's gotten a lot heavier lately. You know, that there are people going to hospitals, ODing, and it just seems that right now, with the pandemic hopefully coming to an end, there's a lot of people that are just using more for some reason. And now's the time to help somebody who has a problem.
Absolutely. Now, again, if somebody is watching and you're not seeing your comments or we're not getting your comments, make sure that you click and allow StreamYard, which is our streaming service, access so that we can see it, because I do see on some of our other devices, we've got people that I haven't seen yet. Bill Yost is out there. Thank you for joining, Bill. Janet, of course, Jean is out there, and they're making a lot of great comments.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of Janet's comments.
So we appreciate you guys being out there. Again, we're working the bugs out, and as we move forward, we'll be able to get you more information about how to make this system work better for you as well. But this will allow us to have guests. This will allow us to be on the road. This will allow us to be live on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time, multiple platforms, and that's why we're doing it. And we appreciate your patience, even though we're kind of stumbling through a little bit. And we want you to just stick with us because it's only going to get better, and you're going to see a whole lot more of me and Gary. So let me remind you about a few things before we get into the curiosities. First of all, like we said, watch out. There's a lot of stupid people out there. Don't get frustrated. Enjoy it. Just consider it like your whole life is a TV show. It's like a comedy. When people are doing something stupid in front of you, it's like, if you know what, Gary, if somebody does something stupid in front of you and we get mad, but if we were watching Three's Company and they did it, we would laugh.
Right.
So adopt that attitude that if people are doing something stupid or something to annoy you a little bit or something like that, just laugh it off. Move on. Don't get sucked into it. Okay. So that, make sure you guys get hobbies. Make sure you guys get involved in music or art or writing. Gary, you work with people and you have them doing writing exercises, and some of these people are brilliant, aren't they? And they never even knew it.
Really good. Yeah. They just, they'll come up with songs. They come up with messages to themselves to not use. Commercials, news. We had a group come in and they wrote news articles, like as if they were a reporter and they were out covering a story, and they would write these outrageous news articles like jellyfish are coming up on the beach and they're attacking. The jellyfish are walking out of the oceans onto the beach, and they're looking to sting people, and there's some kind of nuclear reaction or something like that. So peanut butter guns are on their way.
To fight jellyfish with peanut butter?
Yeah, it's just, that's just a quick example. But in these groups, when you have that, your mind has been fogged up for months and months and months while you're using, and now you're in treatment, and about a week goes by, and all of a sudden your mind opens up because it's so clean now. It's clear. You can think. So we use that opportunity to do something creative, to write something creative.
And this is a program that we can place in any rehab or any setting, mental health setting or something like that, where we can allow people to really express themselves. So we'll be sharing a lot more of that with you in the coming weeks, right here on Live Out Loud, as part of Live Out Loud Productions, that we're going to be on the road helping as many people as we can. That's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, Bill McClinton up in Syracuse is joined us, and good to see you, Bill. Or not see you, but at least see that you're here. Okay, so let's get to Scott's Curiosities. Now, the cool thing is I wish I had an opener for it. I wish I did.
Like you've been asking for months.
Yeah, well, now I'm going to make it myself.
Nice opener.
That's my opener for Scott's Curiosities, but I will have a better opener, my own opener, coming soon.
I'm going to have people search you from now on when you get to our shows.
Scott's Curiosities.
Take away your phone.
These are things that people present to me, things that I think of, things that I see out in the world during the week, and I get a chance to share them with you. There's just odd thoughts and crazy ideas. So the first one is I thought about the other day. While we sleep, our brain actually makes up stories that scares itself. Think about it. When you're sleeping, your brain will make up a story, but then be scared of the story it just made up.
Oh, a dream. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or a nightmare, right?
A nightmare.
Okay.
A nightmare is a made-up scenario in your brain that scares your brain.
What is a? I mean,
You ever try to scare
nightmares
yourself?
come?
You ever try to scare yourself? You can't.
Right.
Boom.
Because you're wow, you just scared me.
That's right.
How does that? Is that just the mind working, the imagination coming to life while you're sleeping?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
dreams are interesting.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Using eggs to breed chicken is kind of like a double whammy for that chicken, isn't it? I mean, that's like a double FU to the chicken population.
That is.
We're not only going to eat you, we're going to coach you in your own eggs. You're in your children.
Oh my gosh, that's
such a double whammy.
oh, that's so hard. Every vegan out there is going up. You see.
Mhm.
Every vegan out there. Mm-hmm.
This is from my own experience. When you're a kid and you have a fat friend, every seesaw becomes a catapult. I'm just saying, it's happened. You ever get catapulted off a seesaw?
No, but I've had the other guy jump off.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
and then you land, and that hurts. That's
Mhm.
if you're lucky, you're only hurting your tailbone.
If you're
if
lucky.
you're lucky.
If you're lucky. But since I moved my testicles from my neck down to my where they're supposed to be, yeah.
Why would they put in about? You know, when you get a book, in the back of the book or in the inside jacket, they always have about the author.
Mhm.
Why would they put that in autobiographies? Isn't it like a spoiler?
Right. That's all you have
If,
to read.
if somebody has an autobiography and then they have about the author on the cover, read the about the author. You know the whole book now. You're done.
Basically.
It's a spoiler. It's stupid. Anyway, balloons.
You know what they are? They're monarch notes.
They're what?
They're cliff notes.
Cliff notes.
Yeah.
What is Monarch Notes?
Monarch notes is like cliff notes.
Oh, in your special place where you went to school.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of Monarch
Yeah.
Notes. I
Hey,
don't know.
listen, during the time that I did go to school, I appreciate if you wouldn't make fun of it.
No,
Because I did actually go there a couple of days.
But I missed so much school. My picture was on a milk carton in the cafeteria. Balloons. You like that, huh? I know everybody
Did you
thinks.
just make that up?
Yeah, I know balloons are just like everybody has fun with them, but you know what? You know what they really are? They're bags of bad breath. That's what a balloon is. A balloon is just a bag of bad breath. You get somebody with halitosis blowing up balloons, and then kids start popping them. It becomes very bad
It's like a stink bomb.
because it just gets staler and staler and staler.
That was funny. Come on, folks. That was really funny. A bag of bad breath.
The worst time to have a heart attack is during a game of charades. That is the absolute worst time. Star Wars. Jaws. What? I don't know. What are you doing? Why are you crawling around on the floor? It's just the worst time.
Okay.
I went around, I'm doing remodeling in my house. I replaced all my light switches with dark switches. So now when you flick them, the lights go off. So
Oh God.
I don't want light switches. I want dark switches.
I like bi-purpose light switches.
Bisexual light switches. What?
Bi-purpose switches.
So what is? Oh, you mean on and
That
off?
means if I wanted to turn on, if I want the light to go on, I switch it a certain way. If I want it off, I switch it a certain way.
Well, I wanted to save money. I was going to put dimmer switches in my house.
Mhm.
I just decided to squint when I enter certain rooms, and it saves me a lot of money.
Saves you a lot of money. I put dimmer switches in my house, and I must have did it wrong because every time I turn the dimmer switch down, the room gets smaller.
Oh my God. Okay. So if you put two trains together, do you realize you still have one train? You only have one train.
Well, if that
Let's put
that
two
goes
trains
with-
together. We
that
got
goes
one
with
train.
Everything that goes with everything, you know.
Well, I know, but if you put two cars together, you still have two cars. But with a train, the minute they connect, it's a one train. The other train loses all of its identity. It becomes a nobody. I'm just saying. All right, never mind. Never mind.
That one I the only thing that I think works that way with connections is a Siamese twin. Then there's still two people if you connect them. But a car, if you connect two cars together, it becomes a limousine.
But if Siamese twins go to the theater, do they get one or two tickets? Uh-huh. There you go.
Do they have to pay double income tax?
That's it. Okay.
If we have any Siamese twins out there, can you please answer that question?
Yeah, just answer once though, please. Do you realize it's that was probably offensive too, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Slap each other. Do you realize it's impossible to stand backwards on a set of stairs? It's impossible. You stand backwards, you could be going the other way. I mean, it's impossible.
That's
to stand
just
backwards.
if you're standing, though.
If you're standing, well, what else would you do on stairs?
Well, you can't walk backwards. You can walk backwards on stairs,
you can walk backwards,
and then you're standing
but
backwards.
you can't. If you're moving, then it is standing backwards. You know what? You found the loophole to my insanity.
That's right, and you can
That's it.
always stand backwards on an escalator.
He has completely disproved one of my curiosities. I will never do the show again.
No. If you're standing, that makes sense.
Okay,
But if
now, I'm with you.
if you're walking up the stairs backwards, then you're backwards.
The best time to start a verbal fight with somebody is when they have the hiccups, because it's freaking hilarious.
Oh, that's if you have an argument, right?
If you're going to have an argument with your spouse, wait till they get the hiccups, then argue with them, because it's hilarious. You can't stay mad when they're like, you said it, you said it, you said it. You just can't.
That's good.
Okay. All right. If you want to stop a fight between two deaf people, just turn off the lights.
Oh,
What? Is that wrong too? Is that wrong too? It's okay. They didn't hear it. They didn't hear it.
Oh, man.
What?
Oh, you are on a roll
I'm
today.
so sorry.
And I should be doing this. Hey, Scott, come on, man. Come on. I got to use that voice, you know. Come on, man. Scott,
Come on, man.
that's not right.
That's just wrong.
That's just
But
not
when,
right.
but if you do it after you already laughed, it's not. It doesn't mean a whole lot. Okay. Another thing, I just found out. I want to share this with everybody because this is very important. This can keep you out of a lot of trouble.
See, David said very wrong.
This could keep you out of a lot of trouble. That butt dial and booty call are not the same thing.
No, they're not.
No,
Yeah,
but
people
booty,
know
butt
that.
booty is the same thing. Dial and call is the same thing. So when I butt dialed somebody and they said, "Did you mean to call me?" and I said, "Sorry, it was a booty call." And apparently that's not the same thing, and I got in some trouble.
Yeah,
Butt dial and booty call, even though they should be the same thing, they are not. Just a little warning for everybody out there.
Right.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. You cannot stick out your tongue and breathe through your mouth. See, you actually can, but I just wanted to see how many people would do it. And I know every one of you out there did it. So I just turned all of us into a bunch of creepy people. The tongue.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Immediately I fell for that. Didn't even think of it. Okay.
If your blind girlfriend tells, see, now here I go again. I'm upsetting everybody. I'm going after the blind now.
David's going. He says, right? Yeah.
All right.
David did it too.
Yeah, everybody does it. Everybody does it.
Sandy did it.
They all did it. I could have thought of something so much worse to make people do. You can't jump up in the air with your thumb in your ass. Don't do that. That's not what I'm saying. All right, my final. We got to wrap up our show, but my final one is: if you have a blind girlfriend who comes to you and says, "I've been seeing somebody," is that good news or bad news? If you got a blind girlfriend that comes up to you and says, "I've been seeing somebody," is that good news or bad news?
You chose to end with that?
Yes.
The people that we have on right now are never coming back on again.
Why?
That's
What is it?
oh.
I'm not making any judgments on anybody. This is a judgment-free zone. I'll insult everybody, judgment-free.
Okay. All right.
Judgment-free.
Okay.
I'm not making. That wasn't making fun of blind people. I'm just saying when your blind girlfriend says to you, "I've been seeing somebody," I mean, is that good news or bad news? I mean, it could go either way. It really could.
It could go either way, especially if your girlfriend is bisexual. I saw a protester I have to just say this. I have to gotta put this. I saw a protester held up a sign saying COVID-19 is a lie. And he's standing on a street corner holding up a sign saying COVID-19 is a lie. And this guy had a mask on.
Okay, so so really mixed messages or what?
COVID-19 is a lie, but he had a mask on and he was wearing gloves and he was in a hazmat suit.
Those
No, he wasn't wearing a hazmat suit, but he had a mask on. It kind of
ruins his message, doesn't it?
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you
Oh,
see?
there we go. We're gonna throw You're never gonna make it into the
I
wastebasket.
don't think so, huh?
You're never gonna make it.
Oh,
Did not make
it. You should have seen it. It went around the rim.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody out there for being with us today. And again, just a reminder that we're going to be using this new system. We'll be back in 2 weeks. And sometime in the next 3 to 4 weeks, you're going to start seeing us on pop-up broadcasts. It might come up in the middle of the day, might come up wherever. Please, if you like this show, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Live Out Loud Podcast on YouTube. Share it with your friends. Like our Facebook page. And like I said, our store is going to be coming out pretty soon. We have podcast services that we can offer to people. But the most important thing is if you know somebody who needs help, get them help now. Not one person should ever die from addiction because it's completely preventable.
It is preventable.
When somebody's in trouble, if the right person reaches out and if that person gets the help they need, they will not die from the disease. But right now, way too many people are. So help us.
And we're here to help.
Help
us. We're here to help. And I got to tell you something. When you hear Karen's voice and you're looking for help, that is the voice that you want to hear because it's so reassuring. Karen is so reassuring. I think you should take advantage of it.
Yes. Yeah. Take advantage of her help. And, I'm single, so just take advantage of me. That's a whole different
You hear that,
message. That's a
guys?
whole different message. Well, you cut me to the quick.
Boom.
You cut me to the quick.
I stopped them in mid-sentence, and that's not an easy thing to do.
And a quick reminder, if you want to join us out for Anthology, Gary and all the other guys in the band, next Saturday night, May 8th at Galuppi's, please call Galuppi's and get some reservations because the place will be packed.
Yeah.
I've already got my reservations. I'm in. I'll be hanging out with your lady while you're on stage, so look out.
Hanging out with my lady. Oh.
Yeah. No, she was nice. She came up and sat with me the other day when I was having something to eat. Just sat for a few minutes and we chatted and stuff. It was nice.
That's why she is so loved. She's an
She's a
amazing
sweetheart.
woman. She is. I'm very lucky.
So she doesn't know the truth about you yet.
She does. She absolutely does.
Okay. Well, luckily she puts up she puts up with your friend who is really politically incorrect and really just
Yes,
not,
but he
not
does have
good
a
person.
really good heart. He does. He has a great heart.
Yes, I do. I keep it in a jar. So,
And it's not his, but he does have a good heart.
yeah, it's part of my Franken car. All right, so I want to remind everybody, by the way, we will be putting out notifications, and when we send out notifications that a show's coming, there's a place where you can click and set a reminder so that it will remind you automatically. You don't have to remember, but we'll be sending those out. All right. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. I just got to say, as I always do, I love my Temptation. And sitting there you go. Love Temptation.
There we
That
go.
was Terry.
There we go,
No,
Terry.
that was
Thanks.
Jeannie. That was Jeannie, but it's really.
It's okay.
Terry.
I'm changing my name. Well, you know the name I'm changing to. It's my go-to name.
Dick?
From now on,
I'm sorry.
That was good.
I thought of it and I said,
Yes.
I'm going to keep that in. I said,
Judy-
no, it's a name.
From
It's a
now
name.
on, I'll be known as Judy Finkel.
You've been known as Judy.
I've been known as Judy Finkel before, but that's
For a
usually
while.
just on Sunday afternoons when I'm wearing my pretty dress. So
which we will show next week on video. Like you
see, what's
showed
nice
the
is if
other
I
one.
dress in drag, I could actually go into a carnival as a bearded lady.
But nobody will believe it.
No, nobody would believe it. All right. Well, thank everybody for joining us. It's been great. For now, I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
We'll catch you next time.
Be good to people.
Be good to people. We'll catch you next time right here on Loud Loud Podcast.